whole 5 minutes to spare. Got in from work and stuff. And obviously I didn't just get in, but, you know, got in, let Lily out. Lily's hanging out in here today. Hopefully she does okay. This will be a little bit longer stream because prelim's going to take a little bit longer than just a normal league. But yeah, we're playing in a Legacy Prelim today. This is the first time I've actually streamed one of the prelims. They're a little bit hard on my schedule for streaming purposes, but got some free time today, so I figured why not. Anyway, I should actually... I haven't edited the deck list on Cardboard Live yet, because I wanted to make sure that I was actually in here first. Alright, cool. We got 4 minutes. Hey, Drizza, thanks for the 3-month resub. If we get paired, don't insta-draw. Are you playing? Oh, you are playing. Yeah, if we do get paired, I'll let you turn off the stream and whatnot, you know. Here we go, Carpet Live. I need to just make some updates to the list. I guess now that we're actually in, I can... Nope, that's the wrong thing. Actually, from the stream on Monday, I believe I'm playing a second Force Negation. I moved the Venser to the sideboard. I cut the Peacekeeper. Playing 4 Plows again. And I think that's about it. Is that all I did? No, this is a much older list. This still had the nope, fuck off. Still had the Lavinia in it. I cut that. I guess, yeah, I think I did play that on Monday, didn't I? Because I played like almost the exact same list I played in the challenge. On Tuesday, when I forewarned the prelim, I changed it. And then I didn't stream yesterday. So what am I missing? Sorry about that. Lily is doing dog things. Unsettled Mariner, I think. Am I just missing 2 Unsettled Mariner? Yes. 4 Plows. Am I still playing 4 Force? No. Shoot. There's a lot of edits to make to this list that I just don't remember. Yeah, I know Cardboard Live. I have 5 Force Wolves in this deck. Give me a second. We still have the Lavinia in the sideboard, though I'm not sold on its power level by any means. Cut this Force Will, add a Force Negation, and add the Venser to the sideboard. Hey, Lily. Alright, I think Cardboard Live should be good now. Ooh, indeed, Capons. Good to see you. Make sure Cardboard Live is updated. Alright, we should be good. I think everything is ready for the stream to fully begin in 1 minute and 33 seconds. We can play some Uwu Taxes. Or Dead in Taxes, as MTG Goldfish calls it, which is not a terrible name. There are 4, technically 6 spirits in the list currently, which isn't a whole lot, but you know. 20 players? Yeah, we got, I think, around 20 players in the one on Tuesday as well. I think they have slowly been getting bigger. Wow, a lot of Storm players today. We got Micah, aka Drizzoth, D'Amato, Monkeys Can't Cry, Brandt, and Anurag, who is now a Storm player. Breach Storm, but you know. I guess you could call him you could still call him a Tundra player, right? Oh, well, why am I not saying Legacy Uwu Taxes in the stream title? There we go. Fixed the stream title. Egregious mistake. Now we have Legacy Uwu D&T in the prelim. Alright, hopefully Lily's all good. Lily, go lay down. Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. If Lily gets anxious around if I spend too long in here streaming, I might try to cut the stream short and not stream the whole thing as much as I would like to. I could go to the other room and actually just finish the stream on my laptop or something. Alright, playing against Joker 10289. No idea. Who's Lily? Come on, go lay down. Go lay down, bud. She's not laying down. Storm seems good for. Ooh, yeah, indeed. I don't know how much I like this hand. It's like all of our creature stuff, which is good if they're on like Delver, and then if they're another like combo player, we just get like completely ranged. I think this hand's on the draw. We have Violent Apport, which is always a strong thing. I think this hand's good enough. It's a little bit dicey, but you know, this deck has a ton of creatures in it. Come on, Lily. You got toys? You got a little pillow to sit on? I shouldn't have said her name. She just came right back over. Looks like my opponent may have signed up for the preliminary early and stepped away. Hey, come on, don't jump on me. Oh yeah, let's keep this. I can turn down the volume. There we go. Misty Rainforest. Brazen Bar is not bad. I think we can lead on Port. I don't think I want to like fetch Basic Island necessarily. Port also hides the fact that we're doing nonsense. If I go like Tundra or Misty into Vial, it's a lot more bullshit. This just looks like normal death and taxes. The following turn, I'd probably Port rather than playing another Vial. This my opponent just doesn't fetch. What is our opponent up to, huh? Passing the turn. Interesting. Something like Miracles, maybe? But just like land go is an interesting hand. Maybe they should have like Force. Although they probably would have forced a Vial. Maybe they should have like removal and like Oko and shit. I don't know. I guess we'll play the second Vial because we can't very feasibly port them. We'll play Misty. Hey, what's up? Oh yeah. Good to see you. Your Human's Primer was real cool. We can leave up the ability to plow something and still develop a second Aether Vial here. We have a very suspicious Misty Rainforest. What if my opponent's on like a combo deck and they're just sitting here? They could like be just on like Sneak or something. Cast like an end of turn Brainstorm here. So next turn is probably just most likely porting. We're gonna have Vials on 2 and 1. Testing Solar. Now, yeah, Solar is sweet in a lot of this, like the rainbow colored ETB decks. Basic Forest. I don't know why you would fetch. Okay, yeah, unless you're going to like cast a 2-mana spell. Fetching Basic Forest seems weird. 2-mana spell like Coatl. Yeah, that tracks. But yeah, Solar seems sweet, especially in stuff like Humans. You can like blink Reflector Mages or like Thalia's Lieutenants and stuff. Would Ice Quaddle have been more reasonable if its abilities were backwards? Like, you only draw the card if you have the 3 other snow-covered permanents? Well, this is bad. We can, like, Brazen Borrow it. It doesn't exactly help us. They're elking my Vial. That's pretty fine. We get to, like, plow this Ice Quaddle out of the way. And we have a second Vial. I didn't mean to ask why you never stream Prelims, but now you're streaming Prelims. Yeah, they're just like really awkward times for me. Like, sometimes I'm able to play in them, like the one at 9 p.m. on Tuesdays, and then like this one, the 5 p.m. Thursdays, but it's not super conducive to like streaming. Okay, so we'll just play this Ice Quaddle. What if I just let its ability, let them activate it again, and then like Brazen Borrow it on instep? If it's threatening, or like, I guess we'll see based on what we draw and stuff. Well, it's not super useful. So we take it down to 2. We could always just like Brazen Borrow the food. We could always just flash in a 3/1 as well. So maybe we just say land go. I imagine this Aether Vial is just not going to live, right? They're probably going to Source of Plowshares it. So yeah, I think I just want to go Tundra Go. Think about the ability to cast Petty Theft or Brazen Borrower, if need be. To get value out of their game 1 Veil. First at the Texas, yeah. It does feel really bad, one of the worst things. Ooh. It's not the worst thing in the world. If they have like Land Plow or definitely have Shit Creek, because they can bounce my things. So we could bounce the Oko here. I don't know if I love that. I think I just like having a bunch of pressure to try to take the Oko off the board, rather than just bouncing it. They're probably they can like Teferi downtick on my Aether Vial here. And then they +2 the Oko. The Oko's at 4. I have a 3/1. And then, what am I doing? Sword doesn't do anything. I can get GT counters, but that doesn't do a whole lot. And they still have the Oko in play and like 6 cards in hand. Although, what is bouncing the Oko going to do for me? Gets it out of the way. Maybe I do bounce this Oko. Are we playing Ooh taxes? We are indeed. Because I just like don't have time to deal with it, and like I could potentially try to like double port them next turn. Yeah, maybe I do have to Brazen or Petty Theft this. Then I just have no board pressure, but I have a Vial that's coming down, so I'll like tank on this decision bunch, and then just like force my Petty Theft, and we're gonna die. Hey, we're not dead. Now they can bounce my Vial Elk. Or bounce that Vial, like play land and plow. Which is also bad. Oh, that's more okay with me. Force a Will. That's good for the Oko. Clear the Teferi. Play the Vial, leave up Brazen Borrower. Do I want to port them instead? They played their Mystic Sanctuary, so I don't think they have more lands. We could just port them off the Oko, potentially. Get our GTA going. That doesn't seem super good. Vial and Adventure is not exactly a combo. Can't file in our Brazen Borrower here. Yeah, we're 100% just going to force will this Oko. They have like 5 cards in hand, so they could easily just like force back and we die. Yeah. Not necessarily die, because they can't protect it right now. Make their food and stuff. We can get a Jite if we want to, but we're like very concerned about my opponent's ability to just like clear my only creature. But now that we have this mom, surprise instant mom, it might be nice. Yeah, if they want to rely on like an elk to like block our Aether Vial or something, we have potential to mom. Brainstorm, sure. Yep. So they can Mystic Sanctuary stuff. They don't have anything super threatening to Mystic Sanctuary. What if they don't have a plow or this is just bait? I feel like we'd find out. Well, they just brainstorm, so I have to imagine that it's Terminus, right? Terminus is the most likely culprit. So, like, more than anything, I would like to just be able to vial in a Meddling Mage on their draw step here. Leave up double port. It's just a question of if I want to just attack the Oko or mom. I think I might actually just want to attack the Oko, right? And let them block with their food token. Leave up our mom to protect from a plow on either the Meddling Mage or like the Aether Vial or something. The Oko can't... Oh, then... Yeah, no, the Oko can't like stop our Meddling Mage because we have the mom up. Can you vial in Meddling Mage response to Miracle Tree? Yes, you can. It's similar to Vendilion clicking. I think I do just want to attack the Oko and let them block with their food token. Because if we have Mom plus Meddling Mage on Terminus, it's hard for them to punch through that. So they block, we pump. We get more counters. I don't think I want to flash in the Brazen Bar. I think I do just want to port them. Maybe want to just port them once. Oh no, they don't have Terminus. Interesting. And no fetch for white sources. Also interesting. Sure, that doesn't do anything. Because we can just ping it. Do I want to Meddling Mage anything right now? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to end step it and name Terminus anyway. They can like make my GTA creature, but then we just have a big board state. We're going to ping the Ice-Fang Coatl and like gain 4 life or whatever. And if we have Mom plus Meddling Mage on Terminus, it's hard for them to clear that. Plus the pressure we're putting on their white sources. White source singular. The Jite. So kill the Ice-Fang Coatl. And then we gain 4 life. I just want to violin this. Do I want to put in this Meddling Mage? Maybe we don't. This Meddling Mage can't attack because of the threat of Ice Fang Coatl. Is pretty sketchy. They have used 2, notably, so it is less sketchy. We get more power into play. My opponent's gonna like block something with Ice Fang Coatl. Yeah, we want to be able to attack through an Ice Fang Coatl. We can use. Yeah, we do need to put this in. We want to be able to clear this Oko. You could name Coatl. I mean, that's true, but then we just get absolutely destroyed by Terminus. I think Terminus is a pretty safe name. Although maybe we don't care about Terminus because they can't actually like get white mana. I want to take this up to 3. Every time you ever take a Val up to 3, you immediately draw 2-drop. It's the worst. Attack Oko, attack Oko. I do just want to send everything at Oko. A little bit concerned because they can like Coatl on tap and plow the Meddling Mage or something, but like I said, we're not that concerned with Terminus. This just gets a Brainstorm. So that's fine. And this means that we still get to clear the Oko, which is why I wanted to put in the Meddling Mage, because if they had like a Snapcaster to just block, then we still couldn't clear. Now we are forced to use our Mother Frames, which is a little bit sketchy. We take down the Oko. I think I am casting a Thalia. Because they only have the 1 white source. Brainstorm in response. Counterspell, never mind. Alright, well, we got sick value out of the Thalia because they didn't get to cast their Brainstorm. And we port that so they can't Terminus me. They can plow the Meddling Mage right now if they want. Nope. Target the Brainstorm again? For the Ponder? Yeah, sure. That's fine. F6, we're hellbent. Opponent knows we have nothing. Yeah, the Rashad and Port Brazen Borrower is a little bit anti-synergistic. Because we're just like never going to have mana to cast our 3-1 until we really need pressure. It didn't shuffle, which means I assume this is like white source player Meddling Mage. 3 mana. Oh, Teferi. That doesn't really do anything super scary. Bounce their own Snapcaster? Okay. Sure. I will not use Aether Vial's ability. Attack Teferi, attack face, attack face. Yeah, that Snapcaster isn't doing nearly enough for you, opponent. So my opponent doesn't know the top card of their deck currently. They floated white here, which means we get to port this Snowcover Plains for free. If they had floated blue, that means if we port the Plains, they get to cast the Snapcaster, but now we definitely get to just port both white sources. Because they can't, like, flash back any white cards, because they don't have any. Not that it really matters. I was probably going to port both white sources anyway to play around just blind Terminus, because that's... Wait, no, we still have the Meddling Mage. What the fuck am I talking about? I wouldn't have done that. But yeah, like I said, this... Putting the other one up keeps, like, still pretty free. They can't really cast any white spells here. Yeah, see the white just goes away. Sure. Well, now we can't port them off of white ever, so we need to be very careful. Opponent is at 9 though, and we just have like 9 power in play. Yeah, this board became a lot less relevant. We might just hold up Brazen Borrower next turn now that we can't take them off of white mana. So this could be Quaddle, but we really don't care. It's a good draw. I'll happily trade a 3/3 for a Quaddle. Sure, even better. Yeah, we're just gonna leave with the ability to like cast Brazen Borrower. We could also like Violent Recruiter, go get Click, cast Click or something. They need like 2 plows into a Terminus and then they'll still die. Yeah. Nice. Did not think we were gonna win that game when we when they cast their Oko and we forced it down to 1 card in hand and they still had 5. Really didn't think we were going to win that, but sometimes you get there. GTO was pretty good. We're going to cut it. It's probably slow enough matchup for Venser. I think this... So this build just does not have good Haymakers in terms of, like, this deck, currently at least, does not play, like, Cataclysms or Gideons or stuff for the control matchups. I think this deck wants to play, like, a really, really tempo-y game. Why is only 1 Lavinia when there's so much breach around? Well, Lavinia is pretty anti-synergistic with Thalia. I don't even know if the 1 Lavinia is good. And we already have, like, 4 Meddling Mages, 4 Thalias, like, the Spell Quellers, Rest in Pieces in the sideboard, Force of Wills, you know. We have a lot of stuff for breach. And it's, like, pretty bad against things that aren't breach. We probably want Deputies. Deputy's nice against random Planeswalkers. It's a little bit fragile, but, you know, not unreasonable. Depends on what we have to cut, I guess. But anyway, like I was saying, we don't really have any big Haymakers, so I think using Force Will to, like, just aggressively defend our board state is probably a pretty reasonable idea. What am I supposed to cut? Probably most, if not all, of my plows. Yeah, probably just all of my plows. Need 1 more cut? Could just, like, not play the Deputies, really. I don't know how much I care about them. Recruiter Soulherder is just a good line. Meddling Mages are good, Mariner's good, Thalia's good. Mom is better than normal because we have so much of a better ability to fight against Terminus than normal Death and Taxes does. So I think Mother of Runes to, like, protect your Meddling Mages or your Spell Quellers or whatever is pretty relevant. I think this looks okay. Just have the Miser Deputy. We can't even recruit her for it. It's probably fine. We did also win that game with a hand that was not very good against Miracles. I mean, we had 2 Vials, but we also had a GT and a Plow, both of which found pretty relevant targets, I suppose. We plowed a Quaddle and we GT'd a Quaddle and used GT to get through an Elk. You nearly could play Caverns. Yeah, this man is really greedy, though. I thought about Caverns in the initial construction, but like, your 3s are pretty mana intensive and a little bit wacky, and, like, we have Spirits, we have Merfolk Rogues, we have Fairy Rogues. I think that's what hand's not good. I think that's what Brazen Borrower is. Oh, this hand's much better. We have... I don't know, I'm finished before you did, so no clock for you. Oh, it's pretty easy. I don't need a clock when I'm streaming, because I'm going to sit here the whole time. Rogan here, like, yeah. Yeah, we have it's kind of a lot, anyway. Yeah, this hand's great. Vial, Meddling Mage, your name. Meddling Mage, less good, and we don't really have protection for it. I wonder if I'm supposed to, like, bottom Tundra and just, like, fetch out all my lands to try to, like, hit slightly less land drops. Does the 1 life matter? Does that decision matter at all? Unlikely. I don't think I want to, like, care about fetching basics here either. I haven't played back to basics in so long. Bottom of the Misty Rainforest. Yep. Recruiter is a nice draw as well. Problem is we don't have something. I wonder if I just like, whoa, interesting. I was gonna say I wonder if I just play middling mage named Oko if they like tapped out, so they couldn't just on curve like Oko me before I could do anything, but they just like missed their land drop. I wonder if I just name Plow now. I could just cast this. They're not really representing anything. Yeah, they didn't even, like, cast a Ponder or a Brainstorm or something. Jesus. Yeah, I think I just want to name... Swords to Plowshares now. Obviously, I like Force Will this, but I don't really care. Swords to Plowshares. Come on, keep missing. Dang, never lucky. Let's draw Wasteland. Have expected to get Pyroblasted. Yeah, it would have been pretty sad. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's a good draw as well. So we could have valid this in. I think I'm gonna valid it on draw step. Just, I'm a little scared of like blind Terminus because we're gonna like play pretty aggressively to the board here. Do I attack into Snapcaster Mage with this Meddling Mage? I put a 6 card. Ice Spike Quad doesn't matter because it doesn't have Death Touch right now, so it's like literally Snapcaster Mage. Would I be okay with trading this Meddling Mage with a Snapcaster, essentially? I feel like I would, yeah. Considering we have like True Name. Like, Plow's not that bad for us. We have True Name and stuff. Run a Violent Athalia. Yeah, I think I just really want to get my damage in. Eventually, they're likely going to clear this Meddling Mage because I don't have any protection for it. And then their Sword Splasher is just online then. Nice. They don't even have it. I think I'm going to pretty aggressively put it at the board because we have Recruiter to rebuild. Also because we might Recruiter for something to stop a Terminus, like a click or something. I just recruit another, yeah, recruiting another Recruiter or something is fine too. Is this? Sure. Yeah, the Quaddle did not get Death Touch. So there's no reason to flash it in. Name you. So yeah, I'm gonna wait till their draw step here. Yeah, then we'll put in this Thalia. Yeah, they can cast their Brainstorm or whatever. I think I'm fine with that exchange. They get the discount on the Brainstorm, but like, really don't want to get blown up by like blind Terminus. Maybe it wasn't okay. Maybe it was better for me to. I don't know. What else can they do this turn? Like, I guess like land, Ponder or something, because they can't even cast a Plow. I need 3, so if they have any fetch or basic, then they can get me. Nice. Love to see it. So we can even just attack with the Meddling Mage into the Quaddle here. That's extremely good. We have Force. We could technically Force Pitch Blue card, but it's probably not good. So let's attack with everything. I imagine this is Terminus. Yeah, this is 100% Terminus. Well, it's not. They're not soaking up damage. We could Recruiter a blue card and then Force a Will. We're exactly as susceptible to a counterspell. I'm just wondering if I want to like Violin the Recruiter cast a Vendilion click or something. Yeah. We could Venser it. Violin Recruiter, Venser the Terminus. But then they still have it in hand, and it's like really bad if they have another Brainstorm or something. We could recruit Soul Herder and Soul Herder the Meddling Mage over to Terminus, but that's bad against like Plow still. I'm just trying to figure out if we can like realistically beat a counter spell. Like a Force Will costs 1 on their turn. So I think the best time to do this would be on their turn to make them waste more mana. Recruiter for Mage named Terminus is like also a reasonable option. It's worse at pressuring my opponent. I guess this card also trades with a Vendilion Click, doesn't it? If we do this in my opponent's upkeep though, and they do have a Force Will, they have to like use more of their mana. It is enough that they can still like cast a Force off of 1 mana and Terminus me for 2 mana though. I like the Click option, though. Click's also really good if you draw cards. So I think the best play is let them go to draw step, because we don't need to click them if they don't have Terminus here. So let them go to draw step. If they have a Miracle Trigger, we Violent the Recruiter, cast the Vendilion Click here. And if turn click, I don't think that's right. Because we definitely would want to like click as Terminus protection. Yeah, I think I'm just going to like let them go. If they don't draw the Terminus, then we don't need to take an action. We can just hold up like Recruiter for Fencer. Or just like Recruiter to get board pressure. You're the last match. I mean, we're taking a decently long time on both ends of the clock here. Oh wow, it's a Terminus. Who would have thought? So now we're hoping they don't have Force Will, because if they have Force Will, we're very boned. No Force, please. If they Force, we just get like truly wrecked. I wonder if it was better to just let the Terminus resolve and rebuild. I don't think so. Maybe. Terminus kills 3 of my things. We get end step Recruiter for something. They're at 10 though. This is a very high upside play, certainly. Because we just have so much fucking pressure. Oh, nice, it resolved. I hope they don't have 2 Terminuses in hand, unless they fixed that. Oh, they did fix it. Nice hand, opponent. Those cards don't look super good right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm going to put this Terminus to the bottom of your library. Wow, we got him good. Got him good. Nice. We did it. That's like probably a game, right? We can attack for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next turn, put him to 2. So we can like just let block click here. We draw land, we have Force Will up. If we draw blue card, we have Force Will up. If they don't draw land, all they can do, they can like cast this Ponder. What's this? Quaddle? Yeah, because they drew Quaddle from the click. Main phase is going to try to hit another land drop so they can cast a Ponder or an Astrolabe. Wouldn't it be better to do that in the opposite order, though? I guess it's a lot worse if you miss, but I think if you miss, you're just dead, so... giving my opponent the business here. As they figure out what to do. Here we go, Ponder. Alright, you got it. I don't know why I'm not F6. I have no game actions, so I can take. I could fetch for my Hallowed Fountain. Probably will. No, I kind of want to draw 5th land. So we can hold up Hardcast Force. Oh no, we can't, because we have a Thalian Blade around. Yeah, because we fetch Hallowed Fountain. Ponder, Shuffle, no land drop, eh? You seem pretty dead, opponent. Switch our Hallowed Fountain for BM. Oh, nice. That's a good draw. So my opponent doesn't even have... What if I don't attack with the click? What if I just attack like this? Just don't let them trade. They could, like, block here, take 3, 4, 5, 6, versus taking 8. Nah, we just attack with everything. We just, like, make them dead. We have Force of Will. They're just unbelievably dead. Because if they take 8, they're just, like, dead to the turn name, so... That's not a good block, opponent. Your thing doesn't have Death Touch. Didn't find a second Terminus. Also, we have Force of Will. Easy game, easy life. Didn't even know you were streaming until I saw your last match. Opponent definitely questioning their life choices, that's for sure. Ah, yes. All the Storm players winning. Come on. We're gonna get, like, ranched by Storm, because I'm talking smack. But yeah, the blue does just honestly feel pretty good in the... I don't know about the, like, the black-based Oko matchups, but in, like, the Miracles matchup, the blue just feels really powerful. You get to fucking draw step, Violent Recruiter, cast Vendilion click to take your opponent's Terminus. You get to just Meddling Mage their Sword Supply shares and something. Game 1 versus Storm 7 land. We have the ability to mulligan. Hey, John Hollywood 23, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate the support. Enjoy your Thalia emote. It's only a matter of time before those. Dude, cantrips suck. I don't have to make. I can make easy decisions with this deck. I don't have to like look at my top 3 cards, and, like plan out my future turns or whatever. With like Ponders and Brainstorms, this is just Death and Taxes with some like stupid blue creatures in it. Brainstorm is still way too big brain of a Magic card for me. Death and Taxes with stupid blue creatures sounds like humans. I mean, we are playing a lot of humans cards. You thought about cutting the Soul Herder for anything? The Soul Herder's been medium. I think it will shine in like removal like grindy matchups, like against like Death and Taxes and like the Thalia mirrors and stuff, because you get to like have the recruiter for Soul Herder, your recruiter lines, which is just like a ton of value. It's a little bit narrow, but that's why we only have one. We are able to play. I think it sounds good enough. We have a lot of powerful tools with our file. We're gonna keep. We'll be fine. Sneep. I think this is a keep. I don't know about Sneep, but don't worry about Tundra Vial, opponent. Don't overthink it. Also, don't Force Will. Damn it. Force Pitch Spell Pierce. All right. Draw the second land. Easy. Easy every time. It's right on the top of our deck. Don't worry about it, chat. How could you keep this? Yeah, what a fool I was. Ooh, Delver. Come on, land, please. Oh, dicks, we're dead. They're like wasteland me next turn. We're just gonna be unbelievably dead. Alright, Delver didn't flip. Good at least. Bolt with Mom, sure, whatever. Not a wasteland. Deal. I feel like you just want to ponder. I guess the Mother is like kind of scary. I feel like ponder into a wasteland seems pretty powerful against the guy who just missed his land drop. It did not shuffle. Land, please. One time, dealer. No whammies. No whammies. Our quest, 0 whammies. Alright. That'll do for now, I guess. It probably won't do. Definitely need more stuff. Force a Will, that's totally fine. Alright. I expected a 3-drop. We got a lot of those. My opponent still has a Wasteland. They just reveal the Wasteland of the Delver. So much disrespect. That was funny. Nice. I guess we just like cast our second Thalia. They have 1 card in hand. We have to fetch another Tundra, which is like kind of bad, but the blatant disrespect from my opponent. Wow. What a jerk. Alright, we're playing this game, opponent. I mean, we're pretty far from casting our spells. They're definitely winning the race by a pretty significant margin, but I think we are genuinely playing this game. I just need my opponent's top cards to all be creatures. Presumably we're more likely to draw out of it, yeah. That's the hope, at least. I think attacking is right. I like this game until the Delver flips. Alright, well, the problem with the Delver flips, it's probably land drops, yeah. We're hoping that they're all creatures. Alright, deal. Like, I think I'm supposed to keep attacking. Maybe not after this turn, because the difference between 15 and 16 is, like, a Delver hit. Nah. So we're, like, probably gonna, like, draw fetches and stuff, too. Port, actually, not a great land to draw. Because it can't cast Meddling Mage. Wow, what's it like, opponent? Armageddon was not very good. Maybe we get to port them, at least. Do I have to fetch Tundra again? We could just fetch Plains. Because if we have a... Oh, we're getting... They waste on our port anyway, so fetching Tundra is fine. Just make sure we can, like, cast Meddling Mage, because, like, Meddling Mage on Bolt's, like, pretty relevant. I'll let the Delver trigger happen first. I don't think it matters, but... They won't, like, cast a Brainstorm. Oh, that's... bad. They can't cast it right now, at least, because we're going to port them, which is nice. But we really want to rip another land immediately, and Meddling Mage to Lightning Bolt. So we start trying to outrace the Delver. What's up, Elaine? Meddling Mage this Lightning Bolt. Trying to race a flip Delver with a Thalia. Yeah, and it's working. Because their Delver didn't flip for like 3 turns. Don't worry about that. Lightning Bolt. 3 is more than 2, but yeah, exactly. 4 is also more than 3. They don't have, like, a Dreadhorde Arcanist. Oh, nice, they don't. ho. Pretty good one to draw in a race. So they've had one card in their hand for a while. It could be a Daze. Recruiter threatens lethal, yeah. How much do I care about Daze? Not really at all. We're at 4, and we have a Middling Mage, or we have a Lightning Bolt Middling Maged. Also, you port them and untap, plow them if they leave it back. I mean, we could also just like, I mean, they won't leave it back, so we don't have lethal, right? We'd play Recruiter and then untap and plow them. If they leave it back. I really feel like we're gonna get dazed. Since they had like 2 cards in hand, that one. The one card in their hand is Bolt. They have 3 cards in hand currently. One of their 3 cards, yeah. And one of their unknowns has been in their hand for a long time, and we have not. I know we did play into Daze it. We played a Thalia, and they didn't Daze it. I think we're jamming Recruiter. If they do Daze it, like, it's not the end of the world by any means. I was talking about the one card they had in hand when, like, we did the Wasteland fight, specifically. I think I just want to... Yeah, no problem. I think I just want to grab Brazen Borrower. So I can, like, bounce this Delver if I want. And I can block the Delver if I want. Yeah, Borrower click. Things that block Delver. Brazen Borrower has utility if they play, like, a second creature. Like, because if they have a second creature, they can't attack me still, because we could Brazen Borrower their blocker and attack them for 5 instead of plowing it, because they could gain life. Whew, that was a game. We both immediately, like, ripped a bunch of lands off the top after, like, just wastelanding the shit out of each other. Alright. Bring in all these bad boys. Bring out the forces. I think I usually bring out the Soul Herder and the Recruiters, because they're just too slow. These 3s are all very powerful against Delver. Almost all of them block Delver, and Triname's just very good. Our 2s are all pretty strong. Stoneforge, GTAs are all good. Removal spells. Yeah. I like this board plan. Forces are a little bit rough against, like, the Daze deck when we're already pretty tight on mana, especially in our Thalia deck. So I tend to not like it. Stoneforge, 2 GTA, no Power Skull. Yeah, there's no Power Skull because we only have 2 Stoneforges. And I've been debating on 2 GTA versus, like, a GTA and a Sword, but I think specifically why I want the Stoneforge Mystics is for Thalia Mirrors, where GTA is just the best equipment, so I think having a second one if your first one gets blown up is, like, not a bad idea. But I've been toying with having a sort of Fire and Ice instead, or something like that. 2 GTAs definitely has come up as, like, explicitly not being useful sometimes if they don't answer the first one and they, like, are walling off your GTA in some sort of other way, or if they have, like, a Revoker on your GTA or something. So it's possible I don't want it. If you're a Brainstorm deck, you could Brainstorm away Battle School. Yeah, but then I would have to play Brainstorm. Who wants to play that bad card? Well, we could play Thalia, Guardian of Thraben instead. This hand is very close to being good. This hand is much further away from being good, but I think on 6 I'm going to keep it. Bottom, a Deputy. I know turn 1 Delver is always a good sign. Usually means turn 2 Arcanist, though, which is a less good sign. We have stuff like Deputy to try to mess with it. We have this GTA. Hopefully we have a turn 2 Unsettled Mariner. Hopefully we have a turn 2 Unsettled Mariner. It's not a turn 2 Unsettled Mariner. Stream lag is very low today. I think it's usually pretty low since I got my PC, I think. Yeah, too bad we can't Wasteland him. Wasteland meat, please. Also, don't play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Also, don't do a lot of things. Just don't do anything. Just pass the turn, in fact. Foothills, go. Fetch basic mountain. Even if they fetch volcanic, I doubt I could really wasteland, assuming they're just gonna, yeah. We got a lot of removal. We got some okay 2-drops, you know. Well, we don't have anything, you know. Gonna use a Rashadan Port. Hope that's good enough. Let's report the blue since red doesn't matter. Legitimately curious if the Foothills meant a rug. Yeah, I did not think so, but I guess it was a possibility last game. What are we trying to do? I mean, draw a blue source so we can... Alright, catch you later. Would have answered why the opponent cast 0 spells last game, I guess. I mean, they had a fetch land, though. They could have, like, cast green spells if they had them. They missed a land drop. What did they do? They shuffled on that Ponder. We, unfortunately, also can't do anything. I think I want to port this Snow-Covered Island more than I want to cast this GT. Turn off the ability for my opponent to like cast Ponder or something. If they have a Brainstormer, they can just upkeep it, yeah, and then attack me, which is a little problematic. And if we like port the mountain, there's a chance we could actually play the Deputy to at least give the Dreadhorde Arcanist Summoning Sickness, you know? Because they couldn't immediately remove it like on my end step or something. If they wasteland me, we are very much boned. When does the prelim start? 53 minutes ago. Starts 5 p.m. Central. I need to brainstorm again. I don't know why I'm not F6ing. If I had a plow, definitely would have cast it, obviously. 5 p.m. if all players aren't getting it. Yeah, I mean, it's like 6 p.m. Eastern, which is like not horrible. It's gonna bolt me inside of combat? Deal. Don't see why that would be a play. Well, I'll take it. They're moving to discard, so I guess they just wanted to bolt me past the turn. Take the plow. They could easily have a Force of Will or something, but can't beat it. Hey-ah. Please don't counter this. Nice. Cast another Brainstorm here. Yeah, we don't have any other lines. I'm gonna do it and hope. I hope they keep missing on these cantrips too. That'd be nice. Nice. Alright, now we just draw a blue source. Yeah, these cantrips haven't been good. Oh, nice. Discarding Blazing Poly. Oh, we get a Mom and Port? I mean, it's probably gonna get bolted, but... What are the odds I don't play this Mom to just, like, force my opponent to keep discarding to hand size? That can't be high, right? Although my opponent is Brainstorm locked, so if I port this island again, there's not a very high likelihood that they can do something, right? If they had a bolt, they would have bolted my face, though, right? To just not move to discard. They could, like, daze the Mom. Get their blue source back online. Although then we just put them... yeah. I think the Mom's pretty important. We have a lot of very killable creatures that I'd like to protect. We'll just keep porting blue. You could have like a Chain Lightning, but like, again, they would have like Chain Lightning to my face. They do have the 3rd Brainstorm. Opponent is desperately trying to hit land drops. We desperately would just want to hit a colored source of mana so we can cast like our meddling mages and shit. Bolt them on. Chainline them on. Sure. And they had a land. But no creature at least. We are worried about Dreadhorde Arcanist. It's better than nothing. Probably gets like abraded or something. I'm almost tempted to port this mountain. How many snow-covered mountains do they have? We could potentially open up Wastelanding their Volcanic. Assuming they're trying to play a 2-drop, or else they would have played a Delver last turn. We can't cut them off of cantrips anymore, so I'm actually kind of into the idea. Although they hit another land drop, so it's definitely less enticing. Take up our Vial, draw a sweet card. Perfectly one that makes blue or white mana. That does make blue or white mana. Huh. What do I want to do here? Could just like Meddling Mage named Lightning Bolt. They've already used a Chain Lightning, so it's pretty hard to get off the battlefield. Could obviously be like Pyroblast it or something. We could just leave up Spellquiller, but with my opponent having 5 cards in hand, I think I'd rather try to get protection down. My opponent also has enough land drops where Unsettled Mariner definitely doesn't do a whole lot. See if they stifle me, I guess. If you're assuming they're... Yeah, that's what I'm assuming, that their hand is a bunch of reactive stuff, like bolts and shit. You have answers for, like, creatures and stuff, too. I think I just want a Meddling Mage named Lightning Bolt and then try to protect the Meddling Mage from Pyroblast if it doesn't immediately beef it. We just port here. I don't think I want to cast the GTA into a Daze. Not that porting does a whole lot, especially if they do have Pyroblast. I almost don't want to port the Volk because of that. Yeah, I don't think we're really turning them off of a double red spell. I think that's like a Braid or something. Hey, Arkin, thanks for the host. What's up? Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, this looks like a Braid on my Meddling Mage, maybe? Or on the Vial? Yeah, it's on the Meddling Mage, sure. It's okay for us. We have, like, Mariner Queller or Mariner Deputy. Potentially, like, Deputy clean up all these elementals. Unless my opponent, like, Wastelands me, then we're pretty sad. Then we probably just play the GTA and Violent Mariner on their end step. See where that gets us. How's the stream going? The stream's going pretty good. We're 1-0 right now in the Legacy Prelim. We're playing Reveler maybe in their deck. Oh, that's true. That's a double red card. I don't think the blue-red usually plays Reveler unless I'm mistaken. Yes. Draw another land. We can port plus play Queller, or more likely we can Wasteland plus play Queller and play around Daze. So I think I just want to Wasteland the Volk and say go, and hold up Spell Quellers. It's like very obvious because we won't tap the port, but I think that's fine to telegraph that. We'll definitely flash it in for no value on end step. Be perfectly content with that. It's a possibility that we want the Mariner now. play around like Wasteland, but I think we're pretty insulated from Wasteland at this point already. Yeah, this feels like I definitely have a reasonable amount of time here. Also, just seems a possibility we can get this GTA online, depending on what they do this turn. They only have the 1 red mana currently, so I'm pretty into just Mariner, trying to eat an elemental. If they try to bolt the Mariner, they have to pay 2 mana for it, and we can like flash and Spellqueller. If they like land bolt, they can not clear my board after that. Because they'd have to bolt the Mariner, get back the bolt, and then they wouldn't have enough mana. Yeah, I'm into this. Go Mariner. Block. Nothing. Alright. I'm just gonna flash this in, I don't care. Bolt the Mariner response. That's fine, we get a flyer. They pay 2 mana for the bolt, and then we have a Braid the Vile in response. It's also fine. They don't have a daze, we just get to GTA them. They've also gone through 2 Abrade, so the GTA is pretty likely to stick. Nice Abrades, nerd. Kill that. Say go. Third Abrade? Blood Moon? Whoa! Didn't play around that at all. Let me get this extra vial. That explains the Abrade. Also, I think they're still like pretty dead. Unless they have a third Abrade for my GTA. Yeah, we have the vial, so it's like not even that huge of a deal. Oh man, more mountains. Yeah, I'm fine tagging with both here. I want to kill my opponent. Yeah, if they double block, we just ping 1, and we just get a free elemental kill. We get 2 GTA counters back anyway, so it's fine. They need a third Abrade before they're going to be able to do anything. Pyroblasting my Mariner? Alright, yeah, you got him. Can't protect from that. He's dead. You got another Pyroblast for the Spellqueller? Wow, what a jerk they do. Well, got those Aether Vial now. Is this a true name? It's not great for us. I think we might be able to erase it. Yeah, Island off the top would be nice. We got 2 in the deck. Especially if we draw a 2, we can definitely erase it. That's not a 2. Could potentially Deputy the Blood Moon. Fetch basic planes for whatever that's worth. What is this? Oh, wow, that's real bad for me, Jesus. Yeah, it's extremely brutal. Man, did not play around this Blood Moon at all. Did not expect that out of Delver. This one up for game 3. No. So now we want to draw, what, Mother of Runes? Because we need to get our GT online as fast as possible. Might be too slow now. So now we need to ping the Delaware. Actually, we don't need to ping the borrower because they can't borrower me. But this gains them a turn on the clock because now I can only go to 6. So now we are deterministically dead, right? Because we go to 6 and we can't cast like a Council Judgment or something. Island's still very good. Island wouldn't save us at this point. I think we are just deterministically... Yeah, we're definitely dead with a bolt. Wow, got super blown up by that Blood Moon. Definitely good to watch out for in game 3 here. Yeah, let's submit again. We could have too, because when I like specifically fetched the third Tundra to, like on the casting the GJ turn. I didn't think I need to. It was a Misty, so I think I would have fetched Basic Island, which would have given us the ability to cast that Borrower, which definitely could have swung that game. Good thing to know about, certainly. Well, this hand is not playing around Blood Moon very well, but I'm definitely still going to keep it. 2 removal spells, Mariner, Queller. Just leave the Tundra. Lands, I don't really care if I get Wastelanded. I don't think there are a lot of worlds where I fire off a removal spell. I'd rather play around Days. Yeah, this is fine. Ooh, deal. Bolt. Wow, what a jerk. I think we will fetching Island is actually like kind of risky. Maybe I just don't play around Blood Moon still. If I fetch Island and get Wastelanded, we can't cast anything, which is not great. Maybe we just don't play around Blood Moon again and just like get whomped by it. Just grab Island. That sounds like the coward play. I don't know how correct it is. Yeah, I am also a coward, which is why I'm thinking about this. This is like, they have 3 more Wastelands in the deck. How many Blood Moons do they have, right? Like, it's, do we want to get whomped by a second Wasteland, or do we want to get whomped by Blood Moon, which is, like, also much further away? And we have potential to try to, like, Spell Queller it. I ain't no coward. It's probably gonna come back and bite me. Honestly, what is the Island doing for me in this? We don't have a lot of things we can cast with a single Island in our deck, right? Like, we can cast exactly the Brazen Borrower off of, like, a single Island. Yeah. If we drew another fetch land and found Plains afterwards, then it unlocks all of our, like, multi-coded spells, though, which is, like, pretty reasonable. We could Path our own Unsettled Mariner. Maybe that was a reason, though. Oh, never mind, we're good. How scared am I of Blood Moon? Do I just, like... Sicko here. I mean, attack them, Sicko. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about taking the hit here. If they have, like, Blood Moon plus Days, we just get fucked. Although, I guess we get to fetch a Plains at least. And that unlocks the possibility of pathing ourselves. Yeah, now we get to get with the Plains. If they have, like, Blood Moon plus Days, it's, like, still not a huge deal. This definitely looks like a Blood Moon. it's a young Pyromancer. Well, I'll spoke over that. They don't even have, like, the mana to kill it. Currently, obviously, they can still Daze. TNM plus Daze Sorcery, yeah, definitely. We really want to draw Wasteland is what we want. Wasteland is Volcanic. Yeah, Queller for tempo, get more bodies in play. I almost want to Deputy this Delver more than Plow it. Plowing is almost certainly correct, though. Oh, nice. Now we actually get to cast most of our spells through a Blood Moon. Blood Moon's just, like, not that scary anymore. Yeah, we just don't even care about the... I'll Plow the Delver right now so they don't gain life, but... Or they don't gain as much life. Obviously, I'm fairly confident that this Queller's not going to live. And they get the Pyromancer back. But that means they don't get the Elemental off of it. It comes back, and then we can just kill it with the Path. Yeah, they have to Chain Lightning the Mariner. Deputy if you drew action. Yeah, that's probably pretty reasonable. Now we can, like, just, like, Path the Young Pyromancer here if we want, and, like, Deputy clean up some tokens. Like how they highlighted your ton. That's my word. If I could check, like, some setting that was never ask me to pay for Chain Lightning ever again in, like, Moto settings, please. I never play a deck that could pay for Chain Lightning. I guess if they Blood Mooned me, I could. Do I want to path this? They have a lot of mana. Makes my Mariner really bad. I also want to attack them. Yeah, I'm pathing this. Bolt my Mariner in response? Yeah, that's fine. Do I just Tempo Deputy? Tempo 1-3? Just to clear the Elemental? They have one card in hand, so I guess the answer is yes. We've had some sweet games. Why does everyone keep telling me I'm the last match? I don't care. I really don't. I mean, we have all our basics now. We can cast a lot of spells, but I would really prefer to stop drawing these lands. Probably should actually play that Misty last turn to play around Blood Moon, just because I could have fetched out my other... Judging my hell I found in chat. No one would expect Daze from this deck, you're not wrong. Oh, well, that's a scary card to cast when I'm on empty. We really want to draw, like, Stoneforge Mystic or True Name Nemesis. But could easily have, like, blasts in their hand. No, that's not what I'm looking to draw by any stretch. This Delver's just absolutely flipping. Breaking the Battle makes 0 sense. Sure, whatever. Sure, whatever. I respect my opponent not floating mana there. has a lot more cards in hand than I do. That's not a good thing for me. Yeah, true name. Trying to get a true name through a blast would definitely be difficult, though. Deck list should be on Cardboard Live extension. They didn't shuffle on the Ponder. Also bad for me. It's like Stoneforge might be my best draw because it doesn't get blasted. Now we can take them off of red during my turn, actually. We'd like Wasteland a Volk, port the Volk, untap, port the Volk again, and then cast my spells. Hallowed Fountain. Sometimes you need 5 Tundras. I just told my opponent this. If there's any deck that needed 5 Tundras, it is absolutely this deck. I'm gonna kill my deputy finally. Wow, they are Brain the Vial. I guess that means that they have, like, maybe they want to be able to, like, Pyroblast counter a creature or something, or they just have force. I don't know. Yeah, we can take them off of Pyroblasts unless they find another red source. Because we port an upkeep here, and then we can untap, port the other red source, then cast like a True Name or something if we draw it. That's bad. That's bad news. Can't race with a True Name now. Now we want, like, Borrower. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, they just have force. Pitch Daze. Yeah, we need to rip, like, Council's Judgment into Plow for Aberration here. Yeah, we're pretty dead here. We are floating out real bad. And then, yeah, even if we draw Council's Judgment to Plow, we're still dead to, like, a Lightning Bolt or, like, anything. Yeah. Not gonna do it. Unfortunate. Oh, well. I lost to Blue-Red again last time. I think Blue-Red definitely, like, cheesed me out of the Game 2 win, though. We were, like, pretty far ahead in Game 2. Game 3, though, we did just, like, flood out and die. We just kind of traded 1 for 1, and then we both whiffed for a little bit, and my opponent didn't whiff, and then I kept whiffing, and then I died. I mean, we need to draw that True Name, like, what, 2 turns sooner or something if we had any hope of winning that match? I don't even know how to put Meddling Mage on if I had drawn it sooner. Probably, like, the Lightning Bolt, I guess. Last match is a brilliant content strategy, spikes so many viewers. I just like playing Magic. Yeah, Stoneforge was definitely the best draw. It was the draw we were looking for a long time. It's possible that, like, I don't think it's very likely, but it's possible that I want to be, like, boarding differently, like leaving in recruiters, but I don't know what I would cut instead, and I think a lot of I think on average, those sort of scenarios, like Death and Taxes is going to be favored, regardless of Blue Splash or whatever. In most cases where you're both top decking, Death and Taxes usually just has like more powerful draws on average. Just have like a lot of real good cards. And I think you just have to, roll with the punches sometimes. To like this list. I've been surprisingly impressed by it. I think there might be something here, especially with all the fast combo in the format right now. Having a Hate Bears deck that gets Force of Will has felt really good. We're playing against White Faces. This game's pretty good. We got Plains, Mother of Ruins, we got Meddling Mage, we got Plow, Force. Definitely into this hand. D&T is just trying to be efficient, not edit creatures. Yeah, I mean, it's generally fun. I wonder what he's playing. Drop. Okay, like Bug Zenith. What on earth do I put my meddling mage on here? Do I just plow this Dryad Arbor? Plowing the Dryad Arbor might honestly be better. Plow doesn't seem like it's... I mean, I guess a Bug Zenith, there's a possibility that Plow has targets in the future, but stopping them from accelerating is fine. Fetch our Hallowed Fountain here. I probably won't actually fetch, because I want to draw a third land. Could Mage Oko. Might be the name next turn, especially because we have Mom. That Wasteland is scary. Wow, that's kind of mean, but I don't really care about it, because we only have 4 Vials and a GT to draw, so yeah, that's fine. But it just makes me really want to not fetch a Tundra, but we have to. It's the only thing this Windswept Heath finds. It also means we absolutely don't fetch in case we miss here. But if we don't draw land and we need to cast Mage here... Ugh. I mean, I'm planning to pitch the Soul Herder to the Force, most likely. I'd probably just like Force Noko pitching Soul Herder. The problem is, if I play my Meddling Mage and don't hit my 3rd land drop, this Wasteland is just going to toast me. If I play a Mother of Fruits, we could also just get Engineered. I guess we can Wasteland it, or we can force an Engineer. Can't force this Wasteland activation, so we might just need to keep my Heath around and just play my 2nd Mom and say go. Yeah. Our inability to cast spells is definitely more relevant than my opponent casting Scary Magic cards, so we just want to keep this Heath in play until we draw. Yeah, I'm not going to block that. You got it, boss. Land? It's technically land. Cast Soul Herder. Soul Herder doesn't do shit. Could Wasteland them. They didn't cast a 3 here. Could play Wasteland, say go. Could play Wasteland, Wasteland their Wasteland, and then cast Meddling Mage. Is that a bad idea? That might actually be my best idea. Imagine they don't have, like, Zenith does not have a ton of Wastelands in their deck. So it would definitely protect my Tundra. Like, our Soul Herder isn't really doing anything here. Especially because we don't have a non-Mom creature to flicker. We'd have to, like, put shields down on a Mom. Play the Wasteland and pass. Wasteland their Wasteland. Don't have high value names. It's a reasonable. I think I'm just gonna name Oko. Oko's like pretty scary. Removal is not very scary. We can name like Plague Engineer, but I think Oko is more threatening. We potentially have a force for a Plague Engineer. Is this gonna be Coatl? Does the deck play Coatl? Probably does, right? Whoa! The hell is he playing? I don't even know what's happening anymore. Pretty sure Bug Zenith doesn't play Daze, unless I'm mistaken. It does look like we've seen Green Sun, Arbor, and Oof, and main deck Oof. Wow, that seems really bad news. Jesus, Loam, they're back their Wasteland. There's no way I could force this though, right? That just seems like there's absolutely no way that's gonna work. We like force pitch Soul Herder, draw the 3rd land to click the Loam away next turn. Seems highly ambitious, but like, am I gonna beat? Jesus Christ. What on earth is... White Faces calls my deck a pile. What on earth is happening over there? I think that's your line to win. Yeah, I think it is. Force the loam and click it and rip a land, click it away. It's like just so fucking unlikely, but I don't think I'm winning through Loam Wasteland lock. I think we need to rip a land here. It's like forces back, we just die. Alright, sure. Second days? What on earth is this deck? Alright, now we just want to draw like 2 fetch lands in a row. Alright. Mom Squad. Assembled. Uro. It's just like bug loam for like Uro synergy and just like green sun for stuff. Because we get to see a bunch of his deck if he just gonna like loam every turn. Actually figure out what the fuck is happening. Could be like momming a mom and getting in for 1 chip damage, but it seems like it's not opening line. Is this the Plague Engineer? That's an Oko, yeah. It's also impossible for me to beat. Yeah, I think his intent is just to just kill me. Show me as little of his deck as possible. Just draw Vial so you can get a Daze. He has a Collector Roof in play, it just doesn't even matter. Well, now we can plow the Collector Roof and then draw Vial, and then it gets elked. We could plow the Oof, attack the Oko for 3. I mean, that's what we're gonna do. Probably just gonna attack it for 3, not even attack for 2, leave up a mom. That's probably not correct. We don't even have like a card to play if we draw a land. You would literally need to draw running lands. You just like Uro me this turn, I believe. Yeah, I thought about attacking for 3. I really don't think it matters. I think this game ended like 3 turns ago. I just want to know like how many other pieces I can see before the game is over. Seems like Green Sun Zenith package, a Loam, synergize with Uro. This is totally just the Uro, exiling like everything but I just exiles the Wasteland. For every showing to build this deck. Meld the second Uro. Sure. Waterlogged Glove, wow, Wombo combo. Oh wow, they drew the Loam with the Uro, and then put in the land with the Uro so they could cast the Loam. Not bad. Certainly not bad. Don't attack me. Alright, good. My opponent has some dignity. We are in fact unbelievably dead. And have been for quite a while. It took about 2 minutes, but I mean, we're technically on D&T, you know. Can you stop milling lands? I want to see other cards in your deck, opponent. But blocked food sends a stronger message. You're not wrong. Sack Waterlogged Grove, cast Loam, get back Waterlogged Grove, attack with Uro, draw Loam, put the Waterlogged Grove back into play. Wow, this deck definitely has an engine. That goes real fast. I'm gonna keep playing until you show me some shit. Mom down. Abrupt decays, which just makes sense. Takes my mom. What a jerk. Yeah, I don't think my opponent's showing me any more cards. I think we're good. How the fuck do I sideboard here? Force negation, not terrible against stuff like Life from the Loam. Rest in peace against the Uro Loam deck is probably a reasonable plan. I don't think I want like Path to Exiles. Judgment's probably not bad. Deputies don't seem great. What do we want to even do? I guess they are like a Zenith package deck, right? They didn't actually seem like a very control-y deck, more like a value-y mid-rangey deck. Deputy answers Oko. I mean, Deputy also just answers like random bullshit creatures, I imagine. The answer is quote-unquote. So there's a possibility we want paths. What don't we want, I guess, is another question. Try to see if we want some path. Yeah. I guess we probably don't want Thalia. This doesn't really feel like a Thalia matchup. My opponent has like Mox Diamonds and like a bazillion land drops to make, so I don't feel bad about cutting the Thalias. I don't think we want to like potentially cut like the. Maybe we don't want to cut the Mariners too, but that leaves our curve so lopsided. Do we want a bunch of forces? I think they didn't. Yeah, we didn't see a cantrip. I don't think they're a Chalice deck. They technically could be. Because they have like Mox Diamonds. We did not see a cantrip or a 1-drop of any sort. We got 6 cuts, Jesus. Maybe we don't bring in plays. Is that like too much removal? Paths might be too much removal. We have 4 plows, Council's Judgment. We do have to cut these Mariners. Our curve is just so lopsided. Maybe if I treat this like kind of like a traditional loam matchup where curve considerations like aren't nearly as important. 10 seconds. 5. Oh, yeah. Assume cut 4. Maybe I'm supposed to cut forces. My plan was kind of still tempo oriented, but. Maybe I don't want a bazillion forces. And alright, we'll keep double vial, 1 land, easily wastelandable thing. Is this better than normal D&T in some field? I imagine in some fields, yes. Will Vinny to blink their turn 1 diamonds? Does not seem great. I'm definitely gonna keep this. We just get like toasted, but that's our life. We got 2 vials. Force will something scary. Probably just like Oko. Yeah, the reason I've been messing around with this blue deck is because I do think there's a possibility that it's better in the current field because there's a bunch of fast combo and stuff like Middling Mage has felt, and Force Will has felt very powerful. Stops damage from accelerating to a non-creature. I mean, it doesn't seem exactly relevant. Am I just gonna plow this Dried Arbor again? I might. Especially if we draw a second land to play the second file out. Then we just get like oofed. Maybe we just let them have the Arbor. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna be really incentivized to Green Sun for a oof. We could like force a Green Sun or something. Although we could get dazed. Can't get brown. Yeah, oof is actually a beating this time. I think I'd learned my lesson from last time I kept a... No, last hand wasn't even land light. Just straight up had 2 lands that cast a bunch of our spells. We're starting at 4, so we could just like get dazed again. I don't know if he keeps in daze on the draw against like the Vile deck. Do I force a Green Sun for 2? I don't think so. Force a daze and like let the thing resolve because we could plow it and then force something that's stopping us from plowing it instead. Loan back 2 lands, yeah, that's fine. Good thing I didn't plow the Dried Arbor. This plowing mana acceleration against the Light from Loam deck is like generally not a great plan. Thinking about it. Can I abrupt decay one of my vials here? That'd be kind of mean. Yeah. Yeah, Deputy doesn't even hit the Dried Arbor. What a tilt. Should I land at least? Hopefully we don't get just wastelanded out of this game. Potentially try to click this Loam at some point. Yeah, I think at this point we're definitely just not plowing this Dried Arbor. Saving the plow for like an Uro or something. Ah, fuck, they found Wasteland. Well, now if they kill my other Vial, then we just lose. Matchup definitely feels significantly worse than as traditional Death and Taxes, that's for sure. Yeah, if they just like have a way to tag my second Aether Vial here, then we do just fucking like immediately lose this game. Force Loam and run the draw. Yeah, I think I'm running the gambit of my opponent can't answer my Aether Vial right now. Quaddle, yeah, sure. Obelisk Spider, wow, we are going deep on the Green Sun train. The Delver blocking menace. Probably plow Quaddle when they waste you. No. Because I don't want to play into days. I think I might actually pitch this Deputy, save the second force, in case they like force back here or something. I think we genuinely just do want 2 forces with this hand. This Deputy's not doing a whole lot. Oh, when they wasteland me, like, I would have to float me out? Yeah. I'd blow the Quaddle there. Maybe this was Plat on that end step there. Please speak English in my chat. I don't know what you're saying, and it's usually not a great thing. What do we want to do here? Just leave up Queller. We could Vendilion click them at some point. Maybe like draw step click them. Try to get rid of this. The Loam's already done his damage. They could like wasteland my last mana source too. Yeah, they're not even drawing the Loam. There's a chance I'll leave up the Spell Queller. I think I'm just gonna click them. Let's take a look. Kill the click in response. Wasteland in response, sure. If I wanted to click myself, yeah, never mind. I'm just like sitting on this decay, we're super dead. Well, their hand is all lands. Time to plow their Icewind Quaddle and then have them miss on land or miss on cards for the rest of this game. If your file wasn't decayed. Yeah, if my opponent didn't actually have the second file, we actually have like a reasonable chance of winning this game. As it sits, we need this Vendilion click to go a very long distance. I believe in you, Vendilion click. I don't believe in you, Vendilion click. Turns out Vendilion click does not race Uro very well. Yeah, they haven't played land for turn. They can just also just immediately escape it. Jesus. I think I'd have to like force will this, right, and try to rip land like Meddling Mage it. Dicks. Loam Wasteland very good against my very bad mana base. Confirmed. Now they just dredge the Loam and cast the Uro and we get buried. We like draw our Caracas into another land, so we like Caracas the Uro and then rest in peace. Then they've like gained a bunch of life and drawn a bunch of cards still. How you like in blue white over pure white? It's very bad in Loam Wasteland matchups, as we have just learned. But it's actually been felt pretty good in a lot of the other matchups. Felt pretty nice against like Miracles. Against combo decks especially. Yeah, we're getting Erode. Draw like basic island. Oh, we drew the Crocus. The fuck is our plan though? Crocus it, get wastelanded, hope he can't redeploy the Uro this turn. That's just not gonna happen, right? If we play the Crocus, play the Rest in Peace, like we just get wastelanded and we can't answer the Uro ever. Yeah, there's like no way they can't recast this Uro, but I think the best play is to bounce it. It's the Texas matchup versus Lines with Rengar. It's went back to like how it was pre-Ren, which was like pretty fine, more or less. Blaststone was a good addition. That definitely like I think post like Sanctum Prelate Recruiter pre-Blaststone, it became more favorite for Death and Taxes. And then post Blaststone, it definitely evened out a lot more because they had main deck answers to the Prelate lock. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he can cast. Or maybe he can't get Zero back this turn. Might just not have enough mana. So if we rip a land, we can potentially rest in peace it. I say as my opponent has 10 cards in hand. He's easily just gonna bash my face in. Yeah, this matchup feels extremely bad. As it turns out. Gotta rest in peace like Dazed. Cry about it a lot. No, cool. Alternatively, have an inability to cast the rest of peace. Cast this Uro. Nope. I mean, Uro is pretty reasonable legacy power level, certainly. Doesn't help that my deck is very not good against the Loam Wasteland part of his deck. It's a pretty good one. Expert analysis. Pretty decent. Sure, I don't even know what this is gonna be. Just like an oof. No, Quaddle to block the Ventillion Click. Got it. Sure. Just want to cast Rest in Peace. Just let me cast Rest in Peace. I'll concede. I promise. Fine. We weren't the last ones to be done here. Dang. Yeah. Certainly your Loam Wasteland matchup a lot worse with the deck of 3 basics instead of 12, as it turns out. And like much harder color requirements. Definitely not what I want to play against with this deck, that's for sure. Our draws were also, like, kind of medium. We kept some, like, potentially very powerful starts. We just got, like, our Vials double Abrupt Decayed that game, which sucked. I think if they don't have the... I think that was mentioned in chat already, yeah. If the second Vial didn't actually get Abrupt Decayed, there was, like, a pretty reasonable chance we can actually win that game. My opponent had no action. We could have like spell quoted an arrow or something, prevented them from just like fucking going off. Now we have to do the waiting game. We haven't done that for the first 2 rounds because I've been the last match to finish. I should have just kept playing. See more of Whiteface's deck. Luckily I have 4-1 on Tuesday, so I don't really care that much about qualifier points. Cause the only things I really play in are like the legacy showcases and like the legacy PTQs. And I think the legacy PTQs are like quarterly, and the showcases are like at the end of every month. So I only need like usually like 40 a month. So it's like exactly 1 prelim 4-1/5-0, which is not super hard to do. just get to sit and wait instead. So many magic tabs open on my other monitor. I don't know why. Should have been doing what Dan was doing. I think he had he's playing like Pokemon Crystal or something between rounds. I should find a game. I don't stream events that have like a grace period between rounds enough though. I usually don't stream like weekend challenges. I usually don't play in them. And like I mentioned earlier, the prelims are a little bit tough on my schedule. I did see a game that I think it was on Steam that was called Death and Taxes, so it would be pretty thematic if I played that on a stream. I don't know anything about it though. Taxes game 2020. It is on Steam. Death and Taxes. Interesting. Oh, nice. Everyone's done. I wonder if there's something that I want something that can be done versus the loam decks, and B something I want to actually do. Maybe the plan is just like not queue into them, not play against them. They're not like a huge part of the meta or anything. I don't think all games look like that. Like there are plenty of games where you flood out a bunch and then wastelanding you a ton is not the worst thing in the world. Or we can like fetch our 3 basics and like work pretty comfortably from there. You can cast almost all your spells off of just the 3 basics. So like the wastelands don't really do anything without also having ports. Alright, we're finally free. It's weird that MTG bot only sometimes tells me when round 4 of like events like this start. Like it didn't announce rounds 1 through 3. I'll draw powerful spells. If we can cast them, we got port. We'll be fine. I say as we've like had horrible mana this whole like, ooh, Telfer again. Could be bad. Could be very bad. A lot of powerful Delver tools if we get to cast them. Flip off of Spell Pierce, alright. Good card to know about, probably not going to be relevant. Them not hitting a land drop is certainly good for me. Me not having a white source is less good for me, certainly. But at least we get to do this. we're just gonna get pasted to a wall by this Delver. Because we can't answer. We don't even have anything in our hand that can answer. We don't even have like a slow like recruiter for something. And they found a land. Just going to die without casting a spell. It's gonna look like, yep. Maybe we concede here. I don't want to discard anything. Are we ever beating this? If we rip a land, we're very unlikely to win. They're blue-red Delver, we know that. Yeah, we're not winning this game. Not my day-to-day, certainly. So like I talked about, we could consider leaving in some of the grindy elements. We are cutting like most of our engine pieces. The only thing we really have to accrue true card advantage is stuff like Stoneforge Mystic in. But I think we're mostly fine with that. I think we just, the game plan of going 1-for-1 against them is usually fine. Like just sometimes it just doesn't break your way. We should only keep this hand again and then also die. My deck just loves to give me these hands right now. This hand is just really good if we find a white source, but we're also on the play, which sucks. Alright, this has infinitely more castable spells. I bottom the Queller here. I think I'm going to cast this Plow into a Daze, because we're definitely going to run into a Daze. If they have like turn 1 Delver. If they don't, we'll just jam this Thalia. Force pitch, force. They left in fortification, probably because they thought I had like reasonable non-creature spells. Young Peasy. Yeah, we just have to plow that. We can probably Meddling Mage, name Bolt or something. It's bad if my opponent's Pyroblast, which they definitely could have easily brought in because they saw a basic island. Yeah, that's what I was kind of concerned about. These don't block it, so I think we should want to develop this Aether Vial. Our plan here. Draw more removal. Don't think we have much of a plan other than get pretty lucky here. That's bad. Leaving up 3 mana, also bad. Land drop is okay. Mariner doesn't do anything because my opponent has a ton of mana already, so it's probably just Meddling Mage. We like cast Deputy, but that seems really bad into removal or Daze. So I think Meddling Mage naming Bolt here is pretty decent. They could obviously have a Pyroblast. I think that's just my life, though. Like all of our shit just gets Pyroblasted. Light and Bolt. Did they know the top card? Yeah, they brainstormed. They brainstormed off the Arcanist. Wow, what's it like, opponent? Now we might have to jam this Deputy. Ooh, That's much better than jamming Deputy. Sure. We can brazenly borrow this Arcanist. Top. That's terrifying. I think I want to Brazen Borrow now in case they do have a Pyroblast here. They played a land and stuff, so they can't like recast it either. Dicks. Resolve this Preordain. If we draw land, we could potentially get G-Tan land, which might do something. We can gain 1 life by just blocking with Mariner here. They have double Pyroblast. We could Deputy it, though, if we need to, but... Yeah, they get to, like, clear my Mariner and stuff. Yeah, we need to hope our GT can stick around. Not let them, like, fire off more cantrips and stuff. Maybe no, I was supposed to do that while they're untapped, because I forget this thing's text box is different. I was supposed to do that while they're tapped out and not, like, wait for no reason, because if they clear my Deputy, which it looked like they're just going to bolt my Mariner, bolt my Deputy here. Yeah, and then they get to just attack with the thing for free. Not that it really mattered, because double bolt was just going to, like, ruin our day regardless. Yeah, we're just, like, unbelievably dead here. They probably could have just, like, bolted my face twice and, like, attacked me for lethal, but... 4, 5, 6, 7, go to 2, equip, attack, trade, ping. Yeah, we're very, very dead. Unfortunate. Now we have a bunch of time to wait because we died super fast too. Yeah, Pyroblast being a relevant spell against you in post-board matches is certainly annoying because it like kind of doubles up the amounts of bolts they have. So I wonder if it might be right to try to. I don't know. Do I want like a full Stoneforge package on the sideboard? Seems like it would take up too much space. I don't know. The game just felt like one of those games where we let Dreadhorde Arcanist live and then we just died because it just generates a shit ton of value. Hard to say. Some time for retrospective here. So, I think our loss to the bug deck was like pretty standard. We got whomped pretty badly by Loam, Wasteland, and like drawing double Abrupt Decays for my like land light vial draws, which just that's the way it be sometimes. We lost twice to Blue Red Delver. Got cheesed super hard in that game too in our first Blue Red Delver matchup. But other than that, game 3 was close in match 1, and then we got whomped after keeping like a kind of sketchy hand. Maybe I'm supposed to aggressively mull those hands. I don't know. I felt like on the draw, that hand was like pretty respectable. We have like, I think 14, 15 blue sources. No, we're looking for a white source, which we have one more of. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah. On the draw with that hand, I think that hand's pretty respectable. You just die sometimes. Game 2, though. Got whomped real bad. Hey, Lackey, thanks for the raid. We are having some real downtime here because we got whomped super quick in the prelim, so we're just sitting and chatting. We're getting crushed today. 1 and 3, but... Pyroblast doesn't even, like, look that great. Just sometimes you just draw all your blue cards. We have, like, what? Queller, Milling Mage, Mariner. True Name is sometimes Pyroblastable, not if you have, like, Aether Vial or not, like, well stepped out or something. I wonder if I just want more True Name. True Name's really good against Delver. How's it going? We're getting destroyed. We are 1 and 3 right now. We died super fast, so we just had like a shit ton of downtime before the last round. So it's just doing some musings about the deck. About what we could, the possible edits, since it's still like very much in its infancy. What round is it? Round 4. We just finished round... I just finished playing round 4. Round 4 still going on for everyone else. Stream title approval. It's a good stream title. It's a good deck name. Huh. Why is it ooh? Because it's blue-white D&T, but you make the ooh. Time for 18 and 4 recruiter, 14 true name. Just really get him. It's possible that like maybe you just want more. Is Trim the best card we could be playing versus Delver? I don't know. 0 Great Fade, 0 Red Blast. Yeah, versus like the combo meta that we're kind of in right now. Seems like not the best time for 0 Great Fade, 0 Rebs. Play Image. Image seems strongly medium in this deck. Oko seems better. Well, one of those cards is castable. One of them is very much less castable. Also, well, we lost blue. Are you talking about the card Delver or like caring about the matchup? Right now, we're sitting at 2 and beat you on Delver Chalice on 3. Oh man, that reminds me of the when I top 8 that playoffs and we played against God, who was it? Was it God, it was someone. I forget who, but we put a Chalice on 4 because I was like hard playing around the sneak attack that I thought they had. And then they had like 2 sneak attacks in their hand and it was great. I'm gonna put Astral Apes in this deck. I mean, at some point I'll play like meme Death and Taxes with Astral Apes and Okos, but like this is an actual legitimate thought experiment. Was it Bob? I don't remember. I know it was like one of the Legacy Granders. That Chalice on 4 was just like the biggest brain play. The concern was definitely that your matchups versus creatures get worse with this, but I didn't think Delver would be that bad. This iteration, this is a pretty small sample size. Yesterday I went 2 and 1 versus Delver decks, so it's certainly possible that we're just hitting a spot of bad luck in like what is otherwise like a pretty reasonable matchup. also like played pretty poorly in that game too. Was there a point where I should have main phased the Borrower to not get blasted? I forget if they had mana up that turn, but I definitely should have sorcery speed deputied the Arcanist, because I forgot how the weird trigger works if they just like kill it before the trigger resolves. Finding room for a Prelate might be enough. I don't know. I'm not convinced that like Prelate is what I want against Delver. Prelate on 1's like very good, I guess, but like I'm cutting like all the recruiters post board, I think. So just like, am I like just trying to draw my one of Prelate? Am I supposed to sideboard differently? Leave in recruiters, cut like spell quellers or something? Spell queller is notably like not great. Prelate on 1 might as well be Chalice. Well, Prelate is a creature, and I have 3 recruiters in my deck and Aether Vials. Yeah, it's certainly hard for them to get off the board. I don't disagree. Like, Metal Mage on Bolt isn't a lock because they have Pyroblasts and stuff, and it doesn't stop the Arcanist from generating value because it can attack into the Metal Mage and still cast cantrips. Is it recruiting TN and Nutty? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, the points where you want to recruit Prelate versus Delver, I think you're either already super far ahead, or you can just recruit like a True Name to make sure the Arcanist can't attack anymore. Don't like your tempo. I think Mariner's like very decent against Delver. We have Thalias and like Wastelands and Ports and stuff. There've been a lot of games that I've played against Delver that they can genuinely like just have a lot of trouble casting their spells, and we have like Mother of Runes and stuff. Can we do Crucian with Nerdbirds before the 20k? I feel like that's just like way too many cooks in the kitchen. You're never raising Delver with a TN and you recruit. Yeah, we're not raising the Delver. We're moding the Dreadheart Arcanist, right? We're talking about like, if I have a Sanctum Prelate in my deck that I, with the intent to recruiter for it, how many times is it going to be better than recruiting a True Name Nemesis? Yeah, if we're playing a Prelate, certainly not for Delver. I'm like, it's good against Delver. I'm not denying that. I've played a lot of Sanctum Prelates. And it's very good, especially against Blue-Red specifically. They have a lot of ones, and you get to turn off like basically all their removal and stuff. They have some number of upgrades. It's like the only like interaction pieces. I guess they have Borrowers now too, but you get the idea. But the reason I'm not playing on Prelate is because in normal Death decks, Prelate's also not for Delver. It's for the combo matchups. And for the combo matchups, we have 4 Melee Mages. And you get extra value out of the Prelate, because Prelate's decent against control decks, and it's like good against certain like Delver decks and board states and stuff. I'm not convinced that this deck needs a Sanctum Prelate. Hear me out, we play Delver in this deck to combat Delver. Blocks Delver and I mean, Delver does not really block Arcanist. That is an ambitious statement. Yeah, the big thing is like I'm not convinced that the Delver matchup's like super horrendous. So I don't know how much I want to shift the deck to try to compete with it, to like combat that problem, because I don't know how much of a problem it actually is. It's certainly something to consider and be wary of. Where's the Solar? Solar is hiding out right here, next to the other spirits. Man, Soul Herder Art's so good. Seth McKinnon's fucking master. I'd get a Soul Herder print and hang it on like the wall behind me. This art's dope. No, fuck off, Spellqueller. Soul Herder plus Jailer is a combo. I don't have any Jailers in this deck, but that is quite the combination of magic cards. How many channel points is it? That's what we should have been doing, is figuring out what the fuck these channel points are and how do I edit them in between rounds here while we're just sitting doing nothing. I assume I want to go to my own Twitch stream manager thing here. Hey, kinda MTG, thanks for the follow. I can highlight useless crap for only 100 shitcoins. You're not wrong. Is there anything? What can I even do here? I don't even know where I find channel points. New items, creator updates. This is what I'm looking for. Aha, here's something. Not extensions. I don't know. Back to the code mines. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't fucking know how Twitch works. Twitch is nonsense. Can you rename them? I don't know. If I could fucking find them, and then maybe I could figure it out. What the fuck are insights? That's just channel analytics, community, channel points. Aha! All right. Enable channel points. Yes. Customize points display. Edit. I can call my channel points whatever I want. And I can upload different images to represent the points. I don't have anything to do with that currently, but I could. Manage rewards as well. Okay. Right now it just is unlock sub emote, send messages sub only mode, choose emote to unlock, modify a single emote. Sense. I just woke up to I missed the prelim. We're in the end of round 4 here, so you missed most of it. Got 2 matches still going on. We're getting crushed. Thought it started at 9 on Thursday. No, it starts at 9 on Tuesdays. Starts at 5 on Thursdays. GT Counters is a pretty good points name. You get a lot of GT Counters. Am I insane? I feel like you're definitely insane. The Tuesday one starts at 9. The Thursday one starts at 5. That's how it's been. Oh, I have infinity GT counters. Hehehe. I can highlight my own messages. We'll go back over here. Yeah, I don't know what good rewards would be. I'd have to like look into that. Highlighting messages and stuff seems reasonable. I don't even know what other people are doing with their channel points. Is he streaming? What's the hold up? He's probably streaming, right? Whoops, I spelled his Twitch wrong, I think. him. He had issues installed. Oh, Jarvis is streaming. Oh yeah, I do see Jarvis streaming. I don't care about this trailer for this bad movie. Fuck off, Twitch. Here we go. Looks like, wow, they're playing the breach mirror. It looks like Jarvis is super dead. Oh, dang. Micah's 3-1. Get those points, play in the challenge with me. When's the challenge? March 1st, I think? The showcase challenge or whatever. Oh yeah, Jarvis looks unbelievably dead. Please tell me it's March 1st. I have a free weekend. Have more qualified. I'm pretty sure it is March 1st, the Legacy Showcase Challenge. What are you playing? Alpha Sigmund is playing on my Echo. Wow. Wow. What kind of Storm player are you? Post? For shame. Yeah, he's super dead. Rip Jarvis. Wanted to Karn some Breach peeps. Yeah, Karn is, I think, one of the best cards against Breach because they don't have a lot of good answers for it. And just Stone Cold stops the combo. Surprised something like Red Prison hasn't picked up more in popularity to like beat up the like a bunch of hate pieces to beat up the combo decks or something. Maybe they're just getting bullied by all like the Astrolabe decks though. Astrolabe and Oko are like kind of a beating. Yeah, most of game 1 probably Scoop. That's probably correct. Now that they have like 2 bolts, they're like slightly less likely to scoop, but they're also a Chalice deck, so. Also, they would need to like bolt the Karn and then like Breach, bolt the Karn again or something. I'm just gotta wait for this other battle of the 2-1s. What kind of post? Are you playing Eldrazi post? Oh, nice, they're done. Jeez, Brian, got a 5-0, another one. DN Solver. I recognize the name. What do they usually play? DN Solver. Eldrazi from the looks of it. 12 post and big Eldrazi recently. This was like half a month ago, but this isn't big Eldrazi. Fuck off, Goldfish. This is literally just. I know this is Eldrazi post. They're Cloud Ghosts. This other one, wow. Okay, that's just Mono Green 12 post. Neat. They played a bunch of depths before that. Oh yeah, they were a depths player. That's right. Depths has definitely fallen to the wayside in the current meta, though. Looks like I'm guaranteed to be playing against Sean. Whatever. Last round. Let's see if we can win a match of man. We know we won. We won one. What did we beat? We won round 1, didn't we? Yeah, against Miracles. That was sweet. Yeah, no idea what to do with these channel points. I'll have to look into that. I have no idea what I would do with them. Something memey. 10,000 channel points get banned for a day or whatever. Whoa. I guess they already played the other 1-3 or something. I was pretty sure we were the only 1-3s that were left. Look, he can't cry. It's 2-2. Yeah, I'll scoop. I'll play it out, but I'll scoop. Oh, there is someone that got the bye. I guess someone dropped real quick. I'll let them know. Because we're 1-3, we literally can't prize. But they certainly can at 3-2. And no skin off my back. Anyway, I want you to hit keep without even looking at this hand. This hand's okay, though. I'm into it. We have Port plus Vile, Meddling Mage. Force Will a little bit bad with our only blue card being a thing that we want to kind of put into play in like 2 plows, but I think this hand's pretty serviceable. What are we up against? Third plow. That's a draw. I think I want a Plains Aether Vial. Do I want to fetch Plains? We don't know if my opponent's on like Wasteland, so we could potentially fetch Tundra, which is pretty relevant. Problem is if we play the port, we can't play Meddling Mage on 2. I don't think I want to play Meddling Mage on 2 though, so I think this is fine. Wait to get some more information. Buglands. Whoa. Oh man, the Force. Time to get him with the Force out of my... Whoa! Get out of here. Doomsday. Well, my triple plow hand, not very strong against Doomsday. But at least my opponent's down to 2 cards. We're basically down to 0, but... Alright, I'll take it. I think I'm just reporting the Snow-Covered Island, turn them off of like more cantrips. They could like land drop second Doomsday me or something. Predict. They probably kept on the Ponder. Then predict. So assume it's just gonna draw 2. Yeah. I hope I'm not gonna have to Tempo Queller. This is not particularly a combo. I guess we can just put in the 1/1 Soul Herder. That's pretty bad, though. That's much better. Fortunately, we can't play Meddling Mage, though. Because we just literally can't cast it. We could, like a Recruiter, like, clicks and stuff. We also have Recruiter Soul Herder, which is very powerful. What are our options here? Click. True name doesn't really do anything. Borrower is nothing. Mage / Thalia. We could potentially just Recruiter Thalia right here if we wanted to. I think it's fine to port and leave a Queller though, and then we can vial in the Recruiter on end step if they don't have anything to quell, and we have like Soul Herder after that. So the video of like land second Doomsday or something. I think I might just want to Queller this. 4 cards in hand. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to Queller this. Kind of just want to get the beatdowns going, but maybe that's wrong. They just like land drop Doomsday me or something. I think if we can get a Meddling Mage on Doomsday, we're pretty set up. I'd say that was a pretty good spell queller if that was top bottom. So that's the top then. Alright, now we can just Recruiter Meddling Mage, put Meddling Mage on Doomsday. Get the Soul Herder down and go get like a click and cast the click. Whew. That was a game. Definitely a game that we got with the surprise factor of like, oh, my opponent saw port Aether Vial and we're like, oh, Death and Taxes. We can just go for like the Doomsday. And then we got him with the Force Will that just bought us a ton of time. It was pretty sweet. Alright. Lavinia's probably decent against like Petal LED. Definitely want all the forces. Don't know what variant they're on. Deputy's probably not great. What are we cutting? The fair bullshit. True name. Oh no, duh. Hang on. Let's cut these plows, bring these guys back in. If I recall correctly, I brought in deputies last time I played against Doomsday. That was on like the Monday stream, I think. I brought in deputies because they were blue cards and I needed like a slot. So yeah, 1 deputy detention is like probably fine. It pitches the Force of Will. It can randomly hit like a Petal if they play it out like in front of a Thalia or something. Or like hit some like bullshit sideboard, like Baleful Strix or whatever. It's probably like okay, not great. Soul Herder's very strongly medium. We have Thalia Caracas. We can play around Massacre if we want to. We have Island Caracas Wasteland. Put it into 6. I think I'm okay with this hand. Doesn't have like a lot of tools. But we have turn 2 Thalia. We can play around Massacre. The potential for a Wasteland to be good. Although Doomsday is decent at fetching basics. We're going to go Island Aether Vial. fucking deputy. Suddenly scared. This deputy was close to being useful. Might be able to stop them if they don't have the Oracle in hand already. Because that's a reason for deputy. Yeah, imagine this doesn't target my face, so Thalia is probably the better play. Yeah, if they need a Divining Wish into the Thassa's Oracle first, then we can deputy the Divining Wish afterwards. They have to activate a response here, right? They have to respect like a revoker. Wow, no respect. It's possible they have a removal spell, in which case my deputy isn't very good either. It has to be a 1-cost removal spell and takes up like most of their mana here. Imagine they're gonna activate the Divining Wedge here. Maybe going and getting a removal spell to kill my deputy. Trop. Does that mean like decay? Whoa. I'm scared. It's a pretty good one. And now we are dead. Unless you hit all the oracles in the top 6. They did not. Yeah, now they just untap, activate Divining Wish, name whatever, cast Thassa's Oracle, and I die. Or at least cards underneath the Divining Wish. Which, that seems like not a good way to program this card. All these cards are just exiled. Why didn't... No, only some of them are under here. What? I don't understand Moto's reasoning here. Oh no, these are the top 6 that got exiled to the first activation of Divining Witch. Or not the first activation, the exile top 6 cards of the library, and then they reveal. Yeah, we're dead. Deputy not that bad. They do have Divining Witches in their deck. Left in Veils, which is a good card to know about for sure. You want the second Deputy? Probably not. Because we don't really have a lot of ways to actually beat a Divining Witch, do we? It's exactly the Deputy. And, like, kind of the Fencer. I guess we could just, like, counter it. But I definitely could see Deputy being better than True Name Nemesis now that we see, like, the alt win con there. Maybe we can have, like, one plow. We did see Baleful Strix that got exiled to the Thassa's Oracle, so maybe I could even see just having, like, a singleton removal spell. We have a lot of ways to, like, counter the the Divining Witch, so I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world to happen to us. One land, forced negation's good. One land is bad. Hand is pretty powerful though. Alright, this hand is actually really weak. We have no interaction. We have 3 lands, a vial, and like 2 medium minus spells. Don't want to go to 5 with this. Probably need to, right? Ugh. Going to 5 looks like it's very bad. But I'm looking at the 6 as well. I think we do need to go to 5 here. Jeez. Alright, well, we have Aether Vial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder if we just keep 1 Wasteland. And keep the Recruiter. So I like keeping this. Put the Mariner to the bottom. Like, these Wastelands don't really help us. Like, they could help us cast the Recruiter potentially. Yeah, I think we need all these spells. The Meddling Mage for possibly the Force of Negation. I would have kept Mariner, 1 waste, pitch to force. Still have Meddling Mage. You would have put the Recruiter to the bottom then, and just kept. I feel like just the Meddling Mage isn't enough. I think we want the Recruiter to try to like recoup from our Mold of 5. I think not having this Meddling Mage is fine. Like, we might not even cast this Force of Negation. We might just end up getting this Meddling Mage in play. That's not bad. We could like cast a Recruiter, go get like a Thalia or something. It doesn't let us leave with the Force Negation. It's probably not even correct. I think we just want to like Recruiter into 3s. We can just port that Snowcroat Island again. Question is, what do I want a Meddling Mage? We can't really. I guess we could. We don't have a lot of options in terms of recruitering for a way to beat Divining Witch. If my opponent just has like land Divining Witch, we could Recruiter for like a Brazen Borrower, delay it for a turn. I guess if we could port them if they play Divining Witch, we just end step Meddling Mage, naming Divining Witch, untap, Recruiter, the Brazen Borrower it, because we were not in danger of getting Doomsdayed yet. Oh, whoops! I didn't play this land. So I don't think we need to Meddling Mage anything yet. Like, if they cast a Dark Ritual here, we just respond. They do nothing, huh? And if that's the case, I think we do want to just Meddling Mage, naming Doomsday, I guess. Fatal Push. We have the ability to Recruiter for a blue card if we need to cast Force next turn too. I should have Wastelanded Waterlogged Grove first. Whoops. It doesn't matter. That's fine. mom's probably less relevant than porting my opponent. We get to waste that Waterlog Grove and then port them. They have 5 cards in hand. What do we get here? I feel like Soul Herder seems greedy. We want another 3. We don't have a lot of good 3s. We get Vendilion Click. Maybe we do just want Soul Herder. If my opponent has Abrupt Decay, Soul Herder's not a good choice, because we're going to put the Soul Herder in play, and then they can decay my Recruiter, and we're up shit creek. But yeah, the idea is that we could just get a blue, like Soul Herder for a blue card to hold a Force Negation that turn, and then after that we can go get stuff like Vendilion Click and like Venser and stuff. That's why I was thinking Soul Herder might be good. It's bad against Abrupt Decay is my big issue, but I don't think Click is going to be enough. They're at 18 with 5 cards in hand. We don't have a lot of defense. They can't Fatal Push, notably, which is important. They need Abrupt Decay. I'm really thinking about Abrupt Decay with Vial here. That would be bad, but not horrible, because at least we would just not lose the... Oh, they're decaying the Recruiter. That's also fine. I mean, now we just get to keep the blue card in hand instead. Alright, I think we want to deploy Vial plus Mom here instead of porting. Maybe not. Porting their only blue source seems strong. Maybe we just wait for a land, we deploy the Vial and get the Mom down later. We have the ability to force a negation. Although we are in danger of getting veiled if they hit more land drops here. I'm gonna draw like Spell Queller. I wonder if I actually want to port their Bayou now that they have that much blue, just to try to play around Veil of Summer. I guess they just cast the Veil of Summer right now, though, if they're playing a Doomsdaying. But they might not know, because they don't have all the black mana yet. Now do we just put in our 1/1? Or do we want to be able to hold up Double Force, if possible? Double Force is probably better. Jeez, this Mom's really getting clogged in this hand. I think my opponent is trying to Doomsday me, which I'm very concerned about, but I don't think I can do anything about it. I guess no, we shouldn't be porting the Bayou if we're scared of Veil, right? Because it might be their only black source, or like, so if I do port them and they have a Veil, they can just cast that in response to my port and then like have another black source and Doomsday me. If we port like this Underground Sea, they need to have multiple black sources to cast, because this Bayou casts a Veil, but they need another black source to cast Doomsday after that. So I think porting the C is actually correct, and was correct last turn. But we didn't get punished for it. Obviously, they could draw like Dark Red, and that would be bad. Thoughtseize is fine, because we have 2 forces, so they can't really take anything relevant. Now they know about what we have, and we don't have the potential to find double force, but really just want to draw Queller because Queller beats Veil. It's always actively bad because it actually turns off my ability to cast this Forced Negation. This game's been so awkward. Yeah, this is definitely yucky. I've given them just like a fuck ton of time. Oh, I didn't even port them shit. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, now we get punished very badly for that. Because now they have Veil up. I was just totally zoned out. I mean, they know I have Forced Negation in hand, so this is like definitely Veil. It would have been a lot easier if I just like ported this Underground Sea. But like not Forced Negating this isn't going to get me anywhere. Not playing Thalia, not porting, definitely not the play. Yeah, shocker. Yeah, that was just me zoning out and being dumb. This game felt pretty bad for us, though. Yeah, our hand was really just not working out. It's like very easy to sniff out like the plan of Veil plus Doomsday. It's just not working out for us. I wonder if this Brainstorm kills us. Probably. Because they get like LED plus Cycler or whatever, and we die. Yeah. Predict the rest of their deck and then like pedal Oracle me. Man, what if we had Spellcaller as our last card? Just fucking roast them. That would have been nice. But we didn't. Ah, dicks. We were actually trying to quote it. Yeah, if I didn't fuck up and port, there's actually a pretty good chance we could take that game. We're drawing Queller the following turn. Jeez. Whoops. Oh well. Not that the match mattered. Obviously, we want to play as properly as possible, but I was going to concede at the end of that game, regardless of outcome. Anyway. Yeah, I got pretty badly roasted after doing very well on the Tuesday one. But, you know, that's Magic. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you definitely get whomped. So I'm not sure. There are definitely a lot. This deck's definitely still in a very rough draft. Yeah, we got pretty badly ranched by those Delver players. And by that, like, Uro bug loam nonsense. But yeah, that match seems extremely bad. Definitely a punish for, like, splashing a killer. Obviously very much not free to play extra colors in Death and Taxes. That's drawn a lot. The mana was just, like, really not cooperating today. I don't think the mana is as bad as it felt today. Like, I've been able to cast my souls, like, with a lot more consistency, but we, like, kept drawing, like, basic island Rashad and Port hands today. I don't know what was up. Maybe we just had hit a spot of bad luck. I think most of this deck feels fine. I might need to reassess what I want to do about creature matchups in terms of, like, the Stoneforge package. I think Sylvania's just bad and could probably be basically anything else. I think most of the rest of the stuff is pretty solid, though. The main deck has felt better and better. The Mariners have been pretty impressive. Blue count's down to 18 since I cut the main deck Fencer. I need to do some like forcible math. Never really got like super badly punished by not having enough pitchables to the force. Like, you can get that game one. But we did still have the Meddling Mage, which was just good enough, even though we had like a double plow hand against Doomsday. I think the sweet spot for forcible decks is like usually like around 19 or 20. But it's possible I want to go down on like the plows or something, play another blue thing to up the force count, but I don't know. The creature decks, like I said, are I think some of the scariest stuff to deal with. So I like having access to plow. But that's enough talking. This has been a pretty long stream because prelims take a while, and I need to go feed the animals. Luckily, Lily's been good, just sleeping for 3 straight hours. Anyway, let's find someone to host. Who is streaming? I know that like a bunch of people streaming the prelim, but I don't know if people are going to be doing more after that, so I don't know who to host. Because I don't know if like I doubt Jarvis is going to keep playing. Is Jarvis going to keep playing? Looks like he's still in the prelim. We'll go host Dan. I don't know if he's going to keep playing. Looks like he's waiting for something because he's playing Pokemon. But whatever. We'll go host him. If he's signing off, then he's signing off, and that's just our life. Tomato EXP. Anyway. Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Got pretty beaten the heck up today, but I think I might keep messing with this deck. Can't let sometimes you just go 1 and 4 and just get totally whomped. Don't think that you can let that get to you. If I consistently keep getting whomped and like don't perform well, obviously, then the deck has problems. But sometimes you just you have a losing day. So anyway. If you want to support the content that I provide, feel free to follow, subscribe, donate, etc., etc. I think we're pretty close to 1,000 followers, which is pretty nuts. Really didn't think I was going to get to that point ever, but thanks so much, everybody who has supported the channel in the past and currently. Anyway, I've been rambling on too long. I'm going to go get some dinner and feed these animals and stuff. So I'll be back tomorrow with a normal League stream. I don't know if I'm going to play blue-white or if I'll just play mono-white or something. We'll find out. Anyway, have a good, I guess, Thursday. Nothing special about Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, at least. And I'll see you guys then.